Lesson is how to convert between system from customary system to metric system or vice versa. But before we do that, let's see if we remember how to convert measurement units of just all customary or of all metric. So for the tres leche cake recipe, Melody needs 7 pints of milk. She has 3 and 1/4 quarts of milk. Does she have enough milk? Explain your reasoning. So, if you look at your mathematics chart, it says the following: 2 pints equal 1 quart. If she has 3 and 1/4 quarts, what would that equal? We multiply by, how do you scale up from 1 quart to 3 and 1/4? You multiply by 3 and 1/4. So if you multiply 2 times 3 and 1/4, let's rewrite it as a improper fraction, as 13/4. You get 26/4, which simplified to 13 halves, or 6 and a half. So this is, she has 6 and a half pints of milk, but she needs 7. Will she have enough? No, she is short by a half. So each one of you will be given one of these customary and metric conversion chart. We will be taping it to the left side of your notebook. It's also right here in your notes. To maintain my fitness, I run 5K or 5 kilometer at Memorial Park, one of the largest park in Houston. At a 5 kilometer run is a 5K run is 5 kilometers. So you always hear kids or adults run the 3K race, the 5K race. About how many miles is this run about? So let's look at our chart here. Miles, I see miles up here. For every 1 mile you run, you're running about 1.61 kilometers. They are equivalent. Complete the ratio table. So as I look at this ratio table right here, kilometer and mile. 1 mile equals 16 and 1 and 61/100 kilometer. So I want to build up this to 5 kilometer. So what do I multiply 1 and 61/100 by to get 5? I cannot get it at the top of my head. So what operation is the opposite of multiply? Divide. So let's divide this. 5 divided by 1 and 61/100. Move this decimal 2 over, becomes 1 and 161, whole number. So the decimal's right here. If you move this 2 over, 1, 2, that's 500. So what's 500 divided by 161? It goes in about 3 times. Remainder 17. I need to get rid of this remainder, so bring it down. How many groups of 161 go to 170? 1 time, so that's 9. So it's about 3.1. If you multiply 1 and 61/100 by 3 and 1/10, you'll get about 5. So 1 mile times 3.1, the scale will be 3.1 mile. So it is about 5 kilometers is about 3 and 1/10 mile. So to convert measurement units, the conversions can be written as unit rates. For example, 1 pound equals 453 and 6/10 grams. You can use the unit rate, this, to convert grams to pounds. So what is a unit rate? It's when the denominator has a 1. It's calculating how many of this goes into this 1 unit per pound for each 1 pound. So Mrs. Thomas cooked a 4-pound chicken for lunch. What is the estimated mass in grams? So let's go back to our chart. It said that 1 pound equals 453 and 6/10 gram. 453 and 6/10 grams per 1 pound. So I would like to scale this up, or scale the 4 by 4. So I multiply by 4, I multiply by 4. 453 and 6/10 times 4 is 24, carry to 2, that's 12, 14, carry to 1, 20, 21, carry to 2, 16, 18, 1 decimal. So 1,814 and 4/10 gram is equivalent to 4 pounds. Let's make sure I just did this math correctly, and I did. So why is it decimal here? You jump one place, you jump one place. Another reason, this is in the tenths place, this has to be in the tenths place. Another reason, if you estimate 450 times 4 is about 1,800, and you put a decimal here, so it's about 1,800. Mr. Joe made 4 gallons of love potion to entrap Tyra. But how many liters of love potion did I make? So let's go back to gallons and liters. Gallons and liters. Where is my little chart? Oh, here it is. Gallons and liters. So look at my chart. Gallons and liters. Right here. 1 gallon is 3.79 liters. So gallon is 1. Liters is 3.79. Was that it? Yeah, it is. So for every 1 gallon, it's equivalent to 3 and 79 hundredths. But if I have 4 gallons, I need to scale up to 4 gallons. So 3 and 79 hundredths times 4, that's 36, carry to 3, that's 28, 29, 30, 31, carry to 3, that's 12, 15, 2 places, 15 and 1600 liter is equivalent to 4 gallons. Again, why did I put this one here? I jumped it twice. Or no, wait, this is in the hundredths place. This has to be in the hundredths place. Next one, the elevator at Taylor High School, it does have an elevator, travels a maximum distance of 12 meters. Determine the estimated distance it traveled in yards. Meters and yards. Meters and yards. Where is it? Meters and yards. I see yards here. For every 1 yard, there's 91 hundredths meters. So for every 1 yard, there are 9100 meters. So a meter is just barely smaller than a yardstick. So 12 meters goes here. How do I scale it up from 91 hundredths to 12 whole? What do I multiply by? I can't do it on my top of my head. So let's do the opposite operation. Inverse or opposite operation is division. So 12 divided by 91 hundredths. So you move this 2 places. So I'm not going to divide by a decimal. That's 91. Where's the decimal point in 12? It's right here. So I moved this 2 places. That's 1200. So 1200 divided by 91 goes in 1 time, like 0. 91 goes in 1, 0 times. 91 goes in 12, 0 times. 91 goes in 120, 1 time. And the remainder, let's see, 110, yep, it's 29. So can bring down to 0. How many groups of 91 go into 290? About 3 times, I believe. Let's regroup. That's 1, that's 10, that's 70. I need to get rid of this remainder, so I add a 0.0, bring it down. So how many groups of 91 go into 170? Only about 1 time. And we're going to stop here. It did say estimated. So it's about, you scale it up by 13.1. So if you multiply 0.91 times 13.1, you get about 12. So 1 times 13.1 is 13.1. So for every 12 meters, there are 13 and 1/10 yard. Clark weighs 90 pounds. In Australia, how many kilograms will he weigh? So pounds and kilogram. Pounds and kilogram. Pounds, right here. 0.4536, 0.4536, 0.4536, 0.4536 kilogram is equal to 1 pound. For every 1 pound, if you go to a different nation, Canada, Great Britain, Europe, anywhere in Asia, a pound is equal to about almost, it's like 0.4536. Someone you could say is, the ratio is almost about half to 1 pound. So if Clark weighs 90 pounds here in America, how do you scale up? You multiply by 90, multiply by 90. So 0.4536 times 90. That's 0, 0, 0, 0. Put smiley face here. 9 times 6 is 54. Carry to 5. That's 9 times 3 is 27. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Carry to 3. That's 45 plus 3, 48. Carry to 4. That's 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 0, 4, 2, 8, 0, 4. 4 places. So it goes right here. So in Australia, they'll weigh about 40 and 8,200, or about 41 kilograms. But in America, he weighs about 90. So a kilogram is about a little less than half. So decimal point really does matter. Because if I put it right here, then in Australia, he weighed 408 kilograms. That's like that's almost like 500 pounds here. Oh, actually double it. So it's about 700, 800 pounds here in America. So what we just learned is how to turn customary system into metric or metric to customary. So in order to do that, I build a ratio table, or you could do it proportion. It's the same thing. And then you write it as a unit rate where one's on the bottom. And then you have to build up. So sometimes it builds up easy, like this question. You build up by 9, scale it up by 9, 90. But sometimes you're not going to be able to do it in your head. So the inverse operation of multiplication is division. So you divide these two, and then you'll figure out what scale factor you have to multiply by.